Hey guys, I noticed I picked up a few subscribers, so if you haven't seen any of my other vlogs, hi, my name is Alicia. I go by Honeyed Crow on all of my social media, and I am a small business owner that sells stickers, prints, stationaries, and I've got a couple more items that I just added, like tote bags and pens as well. I'm an illustrator that lives in the United States, and this is my sixth vlog. So if you're watching now, you're in really early. It's been a little bit since I've recorded, probably a couple of weeks. After I had the shop launch for spring, we had a friend come over from Illinois. He stayed with us for about a week, or a little bit under a week, and I've been trying to catch back up on things since the shop update because usually gets really messy in here, but I've managed to clean a bit since then. This week, I am mainly focusing on trying to just get some practice drawing in. I was going to do a summer update, but I think I'm going to have to push that back. I would much rather have all of the stuff prepared for fall, Halloween, than to try to smash both of them together because I have a lot of stuff planned for fall. So I think I'm mainly going to focus on that and probably do a few small challenges. I know I'm doing Fae Week, which is like 4 days in April. And I kind of want to do Mermaid again. I managed to do it in 2020 and I did the entire thing. I just did sketches. I made it as easy as possible because some of these challenges get very involved. And I managed to get through all of the days. So I want to try to do that again. But if I don't, it's okay. These challenges are just really for fun. And I just need, I don't know, I just need to sit down and draw more. The goddesses took a lot out of me, and I think I started to get a little bit of artist block, a little bit of burnout. So I think I'm going to take this week to kind of get back into drawing stuff that, not that I didn't enjoy drawing the goddesses, but I put so much pressure on myself when I did them. So I kind of want to do some lower pressure things to kind of get back into the groove. That said, it is April 13th. It's a Thursday, so I even filmed a little late into the week this week. But no matter, we're here now. And I welcome you to follow me for the rest of the week. lot of paper.
You sure you don't even look at me? I don't mind.
Hey guys, you're watching me pack up a bag order. I actually had to seal these sort of on demand. The drying for the block printing actually took way longer than I expected. It sat on the thing probably about a couple of hours. It ended up being closer to 5 days. I saw a lot of stuff mentioned online that there was something like I just have more humidity in my house than normal people, I guess. So with the more humidity that's in the house, the more that the ink will kind of stay a little sticky. And I'm sure I could have heat sealed them a little sooner. I just wanted to make sure that they were 100% dry before I did that. So that way, if people were to wash the bags, they would last as long as possible. And that's really what I want. I want something that someone's going to be happy with and have for a good while. So yeah, I've actually sold out of all of my A grades for Electronia. She actually sold out really quickly. I still have some B grades. They're minor misprints. And I still have some A grades for Cersei. I think that's it. You can find everything on my site like usual, honeycrow.com. And I'll probably make some more tote bags in the future. Definitely want to get a press though. Hey guys, today is April 18th and it is a Tuesday. Usually I don't record on Mondays anymore. That's my admin day and planning for the week. And I figured you guys wouldn't want to see me just sit on the computer and type. So I just skip Mondays now. Today is Tuesday. It's the day that I've scheduled out for products. But since I'm not really focusing on products and I'm trying to just get back into drawing and creating and getting, and since the shop update and I wasn't able to do that a lot, I gave myself kind of like a little grace period. So this week I'm working on Fae Week or Fairy Fae Week. It's a new thing that I saw on Instagram. I forgot the Instagram artist that I saw it from. I'll have to look that up and I'll include her handle, his handle. I think it's a her. Her handle down in the bottom with the description. So you guys can look at her work too. But today I'm going to be working on Divine, a Divine Fae. And I kind of went for the biblical angel theme. I'm actually working on the tablet today. It's a Samsung tab, actually, not an iPad. I figured the Samsung tab would work with the PC arrangement that I had already. And I'm just working on the small one since I started this at lunch during my day job. And it was just easier to not have to worry about transferring it. Usually if it's a bigger project, I will transfer it to this big one. But since this is kind of for fun, I'm just going to leave it. Although if I do want to print it out, it is at the quality where I can make prints or whatever with it. It's just way easier for me to manipulate things on Photoshop because I'm familiar with it. You see in the background, I've got like my little Pinterest board. It's more as a mood board just to kind of keep me on track. And of course, I've got a vlog queued up. I believe it's Apple Cheeks. I usually listen to other artist vlogs while I work. It just helps me stay on task when I, hear other people's voices, I guess. It helps me. I hope you guys do the same. Part of the reason I'm making these, just because I enjoy these so much, so I hope other people enjoy these as well. That being said, let's get ready and start the day.
Like, I personally feel like I'm kind of outgrowing the niche that I formed, and the fear of trying to expand and grow out of that can be very scary, but it's kind of a necessary growth because people aren't the same people their entire lives. People, they grow, they shift, they morph, and why would we expect our creativity to also stay contained when it should be allowed to be what it wants to be?
Hey guys, today is April the 26th. You'll probably realize by the end of this vlog that there's not a ton of quote-unquote exciting stuff in this vlog. I've mainly been doing just a bunch of drawing, which I feel like it's difficult to film so many days in a row, and hope that you guys don't get bored of it. I decided to dedicate this month to kind of like drawing for myself a little bit and not working on products per se, and to just, give myself a little like mental break. And then starting May, I'm going to start prep for Halloween stuff because since I work a full-time job, I have to work a little bit extra, like a little bit earlier than most people, I'm starting to realize, because I don't have a lot of time. I'm a little Caesar boy over here. But today I got some packages in. These are some more totes. I actually had a request from a friend to make a custom tote, block printed tote, that I believe he's going to give as a gift. And so I talked with him, and he's been super supportive of my shop since I've opened. Excuse the sound. It's just Cleo scratching against her cone. Hopefully we'll get a vet visit by, I think we're scheduled for July. It's a little bit of a long ways, but it's for a specialist, and hopefully they'll figure it out. You might catch her in her onesie. She has started nipping at herself, which is part of the reason we're going. We don't know if it's allergies or anxiety or it's just something completely different with her ears. Let me put you back in your onesie. So we're hoping that the specialist will figure that out, but it's just, I guess it was just a long wait for the specialist, so the earliest we could get was July 11th. We're hoping to get a boost up, basically. Like if somebody cancels, we'll get their slot, but no luck so far. Anyways, sidetracked on my cat. So yeah, if you see a cat in a onesie and a cone, we're waiting on a specialist visit. My little baby Cleo. So anyways, these are the tote bags. I believe they are the same as before. And he agreed to let me reuse the design, so I'm not using one block print for that one bag, which I feel is a little wasteful. So I'm happy he let me reuse the design on other things. I am, however, I believe gonna do like a special color. Are these bigger than the last ones I got? Hold on. Okay, they are like a smidge bigger, which I guess isn't a huge problem. I wonder if they're a different, I thought I ordered the same exact one, but maybe I ordered a slightly different one that they had on there. It looks like thicker material though, which I'm not mad about. Oh, the material is a little thicker. Huh. Well, that's good. It looks like the material is a little bit like more compressed together too, like the less texture. Huh. I'm not mad about that. It's slightly bigger, but I don't think it'll be, I think the block I got is actually slightly bigger as well. I don't think I showed you guys that. Let me see. So like the block I got is actually a linoleum block. They didn't have the Eco block, but I kind of wanted to try these out too. They're a lot less thinner, so hopefully I won't have to carve as much out and have a lot of waste. But oh yeah, this block's like slightly bigger than the other one, I think. It's slightly wider for sure. I think it'll be fine. I'll just try to use as much of the block as possible, position it up here. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to carve out on these. I heard from people that do block printing, it can be hit or miss. So people sometimes like these unmounted ones, which are kind of flimsy, but they're really thin. And then some people just prefer these mounted ones, which are mounted on like a block. There's not really, I've heard from both sides that like they can be equally as destructive, I guess. Like, ew, that's a lot of sticky stuff. I'm gonna have to figure out how to take this off. Basically, like I've heard from different people that like some people like the mounted versus the unmounted because they're more sturdy. But then I've kind of heard the other way where like the mounted ones will deteriorate on the top. So I think it just comes down to personal preference maybe. So that's why I got this tiny one that's mounted just so I can carve on it and see what it's like. I think getting the Eco versus not getting the Eco might be a toss-up of like environmental cost, because the Eco stuff I do have to get shipped to me. This I was able to just go to Cheap Joe's down in Charlotte and pick it up. So I guess we will see. And I'm going to use these for more than just block totes. Like I have some fabric that I wanted to print some like fabric-based prints on as well. I just haven't gotten together and do that. So that way I could just try to use the design as most as possible. So yeah. But anyway, this was the block printing stuff. Oh my goodness. Why would you put tape on that? That's such a bad idea. Okay, well, no big deal, I guess. There's that. And there are these. They're slightly bigger, but I'm not mad, so I think they'll be fine. The straps look just as durable as the other stuff. There are a few threadings that when I got the other ones I had to like snip out of here. If you guys want to know where I get my blank tote bags, they're from Tote Bag Factory. So far their quality's been okay. I think they're a US based company, so they don't ship from overseas or anything. They just come in. I'm not sure, I think California? They get here really fast, so I'm wondering if they have a distributor on this side. And this is a silhouette. I finally broke down and got a cutting machine. I was wondering, I was just trying to decide on the silhouette or the Cricut, and I think the thing that ultimately won over to the silhouette is the monthly fee they want to charge for the Cricut. The Cricut software, which I'm not good with. Like, I already have so many monthly things I have to worry about. I didn't want to tack on another one. And Birdie Tam uses her silhouette, and she says that it's a really good machine. So I figured I would give it a try. I opened it upside down. This is gonna be fun. Okay, let's flip her over. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to put her on that table with my printer, which I am running out of space for things just because I have so much equipment already. And by all means, somebody that wants to start a shop, do not take my shop as like at the rate that I've bought new things. Keep in mind that I do have a full-time job and a little bit of an extra income from it. It's perfectly okay, and I've seen people start off with smaller until they start getting more profit out of the shop, because right now the shop isn't profitable enough to get all this stuff alone on the shop. Like, if I didn't have the full-time shop, I wouldn't be able to get all this stuff as quickly. But I decided on it because, one, I wanted to make sticker sheets, and this is probably the most cost-effective way to do that in small quantities. And so this is supposed to be a full bundle. And two, I also wanted to do magnetic bookmarks, which I do not have the time between my full-time job and this to try to cut them all out by hand. So I just decided, last year, the cutter, the lights, that kind of stuff was my big purchase last year. This year it was this. Oh, I could do little tea towels. That could be cute. Here we go. So this is an entire kit. I got the Cameo 4 because that was the newest one, and I want to make sure that this lasts as long as possible. And I figured getting the newer model, I would have less problems with it for longer down the road. Yeah, so I guess I will leave you guys here, open this guy up, and maybe just film myself setting it up so you guys can have a time lapse. And I'm gonna have to back it out so you guys can see the little cat trap I have made. Cats in boxes, man, cats in boxes.
Don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing, don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing, don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me.
Okay, so I know the previous footage. I set it up over there, but it needs a firmware update, and I have a feeling that's going to be a routine thing. And my computer is a tower, so that's not moving anywhere. So I'm going to leave it there. I might actually move my printer over there at some point. I am running out of tabletop space, and please excuse the clutter. I just don't know exactly what to do with everything yet. So, but for the most part, she is set up. I do have her via Bluetooth, so I'm probably going to take that cord out after the firmware update, but if this is going to be a routine thing, I don't want to have to try to move it every single time I have to do a firmware update. Caesar, did you find... Yep. Honey, you can't have that. And I think I'm going to close out this vlog with the footage I filmed of me working on the custom for my friend. He wanted a previous design, the one that I used for Artemis. Oh, there's Appa. My husband likes to hand me stuffed animals while I'm filming sometimes. And so I did the design for Artemis in a more graphic style on Illustrator, just using black and white, printed it out, transferred it to the tracing paper like usual, and then proceeded to transfer it onto the block by rubbing the graphite into the block. And I have a little process explaining this a little bit more in depth on my TikTok if you're curious. And then I began tracing in Sharpie so that the design doesn't move away, and carving. I will say carving this block was a little bit tougher than the Eco, but I believe the lines that it gave me were a lot cleaner on the final print. Maybe I'll get a little easier. It'll probably get a little easier with practice. I did end up nicking myself once because I wasn't paying attention where I was carving. Never put your hand in front of that carving tool, kids. I'm still really new to this and I'm still kind of learning, so I'm probably going to make mistakes. The good thing is I didn't nick myself too bad, but be warned, those carving utensils can be very sharp, especially on the front. And yeah. So I guess I'll leave you with this time-lapse footage as you watch me do this bag, and a couple of test prints and a couple of mess-ups. I actually messed up this bag 3 times. One of the misprints I'm actually going to keep for myself. One of the misprints I'm going to give to my customer, my friend. And then obviously the final I will give to him as well. I figured I'd rather not have it go to waste, and I wanted him to basically be the only one with this color scheme to make it unique and worth the customized price. Yeah, so I'll leave you with this time-lapse footage, and until the next vlog. And I'll probably be doing these monthly from now on. It's just way easier for me, and I can get more footage for you guys, considering I only work a couple of hours a night. On the weeknights, I try to keep my weekends to myself, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. Regardless, I think I'm going to move to a monthly basis. It's easier for me. I think I get better and more content for you guys. And that being said, I will see you next month. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. By all means, I'd love to hear from you guys. And just have fun. Go create something. And I'll see you guys in the next one.